Well, good afternoon, everyone. Hold on to your cowboy hats and whatever else you're wearing, because that wind has really been strong. In fact, I just checked on the anemometer readings. Our peak wind was 43 miles an hour this afternoon, just a few hours ago. We continue to get buffeted by those strong southeast winds, but things are going to be changing, at least in direction of the wind coming up tomorrow. Notice how the Gulf moisture, all this in green, is pretty much right along the immediate coastline. But as soon as you start going west, it drops off the table. Look at that, 25% humidity right now in the San Antonio area, and down to 10 and 12% out along the Rio Grande. Now, obviously, this is high fire danger for not only us, but pretty much the entire state. So we need to be, shall we say, very precautious and overactive. In other words, if something gets going, we got to get on it immediately. Tomorrow, even though the winds will be shifting around, we'll still be in the 80s because of the sunshine, but that north wind will eventually bring us a little bit cooler air for just a couple of days. It actually brings us back to normal, and then we'll get back up into the mid 80s. Our temperatures have been running 20 to 25 degrees above our seasonal average for March. Now, there you see the red flag warning, which is pretty much the western half of the state. This is where things are not green, okay? They're still rather dry. Here in East Texas, where they've got a lot more vegetation, they're probably not having not as dry as we are. Therefore, they're getting the possibility of just high winds buffeting that region. And then up here, they've got high wind warnings, for they're getting, again, 40-mile-an-hour winds sustained throughout much of the panhandle. So tonight, we'll be very careful, because you're doing a great job in making sure nothing takes off. And we are looking at wind advisories for us and for pretty much all over the crossroads. Now, here's the south wind. This is what we're getting right now in the 25 to 35 mile an hour. Then overnight, by Wednesday morning, it's going to turn around. Watch how it just turns around here, and then all of a sudden it's coming at us from the northwest. That is the frontal system that's coming through, and it'll give us a definitely lower humidity, but another gusty couple of days with the winds continuing out of the northwest, still at 35 miles an hour. So there's really no break in the fire danger. It's just the direction of the wind. This is the Texas fire map as of this afternoon. You can see how there's Austin, San Antonio. This is Fredericksburg, and they've got those 4 fairly significant fires going out there. Can you imagine trying to stop a grass fire with the wind at this speed? It's hard to do. Just to the west of Corpus Christi, we have one in Live Oak County and also in Duval. Also the 3 down in the valley continue growing. So this is the strong southeast wind. Everything is blowing from the high pressure over the eastern states all the way up into the next big storm rolling out of the Rockies. Now, for us, this is a wind problem. For the folks in the Midwest, well, it's going to be a serious problem, because as this Gulf air rolls in here and this cold air rolls in there, the two are going to collide and cause some severe weather in this region. Not to mention they're getting snow in the Rockies, but as those two systems collide, it's going to be a big problem up there. 62 for tonight's low, and tomorrow we're getting up to about 85, rather 84. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. First of all, in Port Lavaca, you're looking for sunshine and gusty winds out of the northwest. Cuero, you're looking for sunshine and gusty winds out of the northwest. 7-day forecast, as you can see, we're staying on the dry side. We'll be very arid tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, so that's why we have the alert days up for fire potential problems. So let's all be very cautious. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody